What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of The Urban Platform Speaks. This is a Sunday sports edition. We got another good show, some good topics and everything. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Today, we're going to try something different, though. We're going, as you can see, the link to the show is scrolling across the bottom. So if you want to call in and participate, you'll be on camera and everything. You know, you could do that. You agree with what we're saying, or you have some input that you want to add to the show, you're more than welcome to do that. We trying to, we trying something different. So with that being said, what's going on? What's up? This is my man Tump to my left.
Morning.
The brother-in-law Corey to the right, and they gonna help me iron out some of these. We're gonna talk about this draft that just happened. What was it? Thursday evening? Thursday evening. Wasn't really no surprises. We knew to do Victor Wembanyama. Is that how you say his name? Wembanyama. Yeah, we knew he was gonna go first to the Spurs. And but the thing is, like, what y'all think about Victor though?
I mean, he's a raw talent.
Yeah.
Definitely a raw talent. He's seasoned because, I mean, he's been groomed in France.
Yeah.
So he's more like they trying to say he's a prodigy.
Yeah.
Only time will tell. We'll be seeing the N.B.A. From the Spurs organization, how they groom him and prep him up for the N.B.A. But I'm not putting all my, eggs in one basket with him yet.
Yeah.
As time will tell, we'll see.
Yeah. What you think about him, Tom?
I think him getting drafted by San Antonio, I think that helps him a lot.
Yeah.
Popovich, being his coach, the organization as a whole, they got a culture there.
Right.
Where they definitely get coached up. So
yeah.
He couldn't have went into a better situation.
Right. Yeah. Either that or Miami. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Being with under the dude Spoelstra and then Pat Riley at the top. But I seen him in a picture. It was him. It was Wembanyama. It was what's the dude that used to play for all the old Spurs? Tim Duncan, Dave Robinson. And I'm like, this dude, Dave Robinson is a 7-footer, legit.
Right. Yeah, he told him.
Right. And he made him look like, like the average Joe over there, man. I'm like, 7'6". Yeah, something 7'5", 7'6". Yeah, 7'5". Yeah, he made him look like, I was like, God damn, that's a big dude. How tall was Ralph Sampson? Was 7'4". 7'4". So, yeah, man.
It's funny you mentioned Ralph, man. We old enough to remember Ralph.
Yeah.
When he played, especially when he was in college in Virginia. And they say Ralph was the only athlete that they really compared him to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Being that tall and had some similar skills, being able to put the ball on the floor, things like that.
Yeah. He reminded me a lot of Ralph Sampson. Ralph Sampson probably played primarily more in the paint, but that's because of the sign of the times, number one. And then but I have seen Ralph Sampson like a few times show that he can handle that ball and show that he had some moves. You know what I mean? So
he can face up.
It wasn't no Euro League back then where you was primarily seeing 7-footers shooting 3-pointers.
Right.
Like they doing now.
Right.
Nowitzki's and stuff like that. But yes, that is a good comparison between the two.
Yeah. And I don't even really like seeing them big boys.
I don't either.
You know what I mean? Shooting those threes. Yeah. Not if your height is the advantage, and then the further you get away from the rim, you know what I mean, the more of an advantage that you know what I mean, you give away. So yeah. But what about, do y'all know anything about this kid? What's his name? Scoot Henderson?
That's the one that went number 3 to Portland. Yeah, they say he's nice. I'm not familiar with him. But they say in the other draft he'd have been number 1.
He'd have been the number 1.
Yep.
Yeah. So and see that right there, that makes me think, right? All right. So we naming these people, these kids who just got drafted, and we don't really know these kids. We don't have no experience with these kids. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I watched a special this week on, I think it was on ESPN, and they talked about the 1996 draft. Now, y'all remember back in 1996, when, you know what I mean, we was following, they said that was the best draft right there, 1996. I mean, you could argue, you know what I mean, you could argue and say it was what it was, or maybe it was, maybe it was. But let me name like a few players, some of the players that came out of there. And these players we followed throughout their whole day. We followed them through most of their college career and their NBA career. Right. Allen Iverson from Georgetown went #1 that year. Then you had Marcus Camby went #2. He was from UMass. Sharif Abdul-Rahim, he came from California. I remember watching him. Stephon Marbury was from Georgia Tech. We watched him. Ray Allen. Ray was bad in college. You know what I mean? Then Antoine Walker from Kentucky. We watched him. Lorenzen White. Curry Kittles, I remember him from Villanova. Curry was nice. He had them the long ass socks on, you know what I mean? I don't know, was he a DC boy or something? Because I know the dudes from DC wore those long socks like that.
I always thought he was homegrown from Philly.
He might have been. I never know the Philly cats to wear socks like that though. The Curry Kittles, the Samaki Walker, I remember him. Eric Dampier, I remember him. Man, it was just a whole lot of dudes. Kobe Bryant came out in that year. Steve Nash, Peja Stojakovic. I remember Peja. He was from overseas. Who else? Tony Delk, Jermaine O'Neal, John Wallace. Y'all remember John Wallace at Syracuse? Yeah. So the point I'm trying to make, man, you know, those guys, like basketball has changed. We could throw out the names of the new kids that came out this year and everything, but we don't really know nothing about it. I don't. You know what I mean? So we just relying on information, you know, like scouting reports, basically. So scouting reports, we basically relying on the scouting reports. So as far as the NBA draft, this year, 2023, it's still going to remain to see, you know what I mean, how these dudes turn out and everything. So with that being said, what about like some of the trades, some of the moves that was made as far as the trades? So, you know, like Chris Paul now is with Golden State.
Yeah.
I feel like Chris is getting a bad deal.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that, you know, the injuries he suffered.
Yeah.
But he's been consistent up to the injuries to me for what he could do for his age in the league today.
Yeah.
I mean, Golden State, I remember when there was an opportunity for him to go to the Lakers.
Yeah.
And the league kind of shunned that. Like, no, you're not going over there. And I couldn't understand at that time why he couldn't go to the Lakers.
Yeah.
You know, they needed a point guard at that time. Somebody with his leadership skills and But now it's like, you know, you're pushing them off now because you're trying to keep the West, you know, the contingency with the West. You're trying to keep this thing, you know, going over in the West. And I'm just thinking he just got a bad rep with that.
What you think, Tom? That was almost like some tampering type. They was trying to almost
that's why they nixed that. That's why they nixed that trade back then. David Stern was the commissioner at the time, and he threw ice on it. They said it was some type of tampering thing. So he nixed the deal. But as him going to Golden State now, I don't know the fit. I don't know if they got him because, you know, Draymond opted out his option year, so maybe they thought they needed a facilitator because, you know, that's what Draymond does for them. He facilitates a lot. And but if Draymond wound up re-signing, which it probably looked like, he probably signed an extension.
I think they almost have to sign Draymond though because Draymond got leverage.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? He got his boy Steph know that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He do a lot for Steph. And you know, really some other teams want him, but I think the chemistry that they got together over there in Golden State, everybody is aware of that as far as like, you know what I mean? You got to be aware of the chemistry that they got over there, you know? So, and he don't want to, you know, they don't want to mess with that chemistry and mess that up.
And from a standpoint, from going back to, you know, the old style of NBA that we remember, the players we remember, that's what we are familiar with, the keeping players and team members together. Like to me, Golden State is one of the teams that is showing what used to be how it was done back in the day, where you keep the team together. Like the new NBA now is like you probably happened with the Chris Paul situation. Guys don't get a chance to gel with the team. It's like everybody's being traded off, switched off. How do you get unison together? You know what I mean? If you only there 2-3 years and then you out, like I don't like that aspect of the new NBA.
So you think that y'all think that affects their legacy?
Absolutely. My opinion.
Because that's a lot of people. That's where the LeBron argument come in. At when you start talking about that moving from team to team, that affect his legacy when they go up against Mike.
See that, like you say. So today's NBA, they're a lot more impatient. It's more like a win now type.
Right.
Thing, you know what I'm saying? And it's almost like a lot of organizations are willing to sacrifice years down the road to win now. And I use the Lakers for example because they traded off them young guys to bring LeBron in and AD to win now. Now, if you ask a lot of GMs and say, okay, if I can get a LeBron and the AD in and we can win in the next year or two, I will sacrifice 5, 6, 7 years down the road to win now. And I think that's like all over the NBA. I just think that's and I would say across sports really. I say, the building of a team and waiting 5, 6 years and maybe get a championship. I think a lot of teams aren't doing that now.
Yeah, because I remember the Yankees used to do, you know what I mean? The Yankees, they'd see somebody nice on another squad and go get them. They took goddamn Mike Mussina.
But from a standpoint, like for using the Yankees, that's an organization that's known to want to win.
Yeah, everybody want to win though.
Yeah, but you see teams who invest time and money. Then you see teams who just
baseball. All right, baseball used to do it through their farm system. Because I remember, like back in the day when I was a kid, like the Orioles, they would bring people up through their farm system. Really across baseball, that's what they did back in the, you know what I mean, like the 70s and the 60s, and then later on it got to the point where the Yankees was just starting to buy championships.
Yeah, because there's no salary cap.
Right.
In the Major League, so they can just outspend everybody.
Yeah.
Right. And is that fair?
That's the rule.
Yeah, it's the rule. It's the rule. Yeah,
they not breaking the rules. So,
but that's not to me. Like I'm saying, that's not fair to organizations that players can dictate. Well, look, I ain't going over here.
Yeah,
I'm going over here because they're gonna pay me money and the organization.
Well, the pushback to that is them owners need to spend more.
Yeah,
but that's what I was trying to lead up to. Like,
owners need to spend more.
I'm a diehard Oriole fan. Like, is that fair to me? That I'm watching my team struggle to lack of, the GM going out here and getting us some players that can make an impact for our organization. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, well, what are we doing here? I thought the objective was we want to win.
Yeah. Well, let me ask y'all this then about Chris Paul. Do y'all think Chris Paul is like one of the greatest guards ever? Y'all think he overrated?
Overrated.
Yeah, I agree.
Overrated.
I agree.
He can play.
Yeah.
But as far as mentioning him with the likes of the greatest point guards ever, nah, man, that's
overrated.
Yeah, he ain't put that work in.
So
I like him, and I like him. I like him, but
he made good State Farm commercials. Right. That court from the past when we seen people like Ron Strickland.
Isaiah.
Like those guys, Isaiah was like, to me, is the model of what you want to be your legacy of.
Because he stayed in Detroit.
And he put that work in. Like, night after night. He went up against the premier players in the league for his size. And, no complaints. And he played pretty much
and he won.
So
he won.
Where did Chris Paul went to Charlotte from Wake Forest?
That's who drafted him. I thought what's the name drafted?
Or was it New Orleans? Was New Orleans or Charlotte?
I think New Orleans drafted.
All right.
But I ain't sure.
All right. Yeah. So if he'd have stayed in either New Orleans or Charlotte. I think it was New Orleans.
Yeah, it was one of the two.
All right, if he'd have stayed in there for his whole entire career, he probably would be like looked upon like maybe like Rod Strickland. Okay. Or do you think or Rod Strickland or a little bit better?
I don't know.
Rod was tough, man.
Rod was a tough guy.
Rod was tough, man.
Yeah, Rod Strickland was tough.
Man. Yeah, he was.
He was at New Orleans. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So so if he'd have stayed there for the entirety of his career, he'd probably be looked at. I'm saying, do y'all agree or disagree?
I disagree.
I would put him on that level, not better.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know,
better, bro. I'd put him on that level.
Yeah, unless they was able to get, you know what I mean, or surround him with the kind of talent they surrounded like Isaiah with. Like, because Isaiah was he was doing his thing from day one until they got that talent around him. Yeah. So, all right, man, I'm gonna get off of Chris Paul, and we're gonna talk about, all right, so they had to bring him in, they got rid of Jordan Poole. So what y'all think about the Jordan Poole situation with the Wizards?
The Draymond incident to me kind of put a bad taste in that situation because I mean I like Poole. I mean he was a pretty dynamic basketball player for the organization, and it's sad and unfortunate for him. I mean, so I would keep him.
You would have kept Poole instead of bringing Chris Paul in.
Yeah, there's no need for that.
Yeah,
he know that Poole know the system, and he was helping his team at times to win. You know, he showed up when they needed him to show up. Bringing the Chris Paul thing to me is just like a slap in the face to him. Like, I mean, I already the internet.
You already got slapped in the face.
I already got slapped in the face. Now you're gonna physically do it again to me?
Yeah.
Like, nah, come on, man.
So
I don't think Jordan Poole was a good fit for that system.
Yeah.
I thought he come across. Now he can play.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like he come across more of a selfish type ball player.
Mm-hmm.
That system in Golden State, man. Yeah, I mean,
it's a unique system.
It is. It is. If you know, everybody got to be on the same page.
Yeah.
It seemed like a lot that he was seemed to play me first a lot.
Yeah.
You know, he seemed to play me first a lot. Then after the contract, you know, it really got you know what I mean, to his head, so to speak. And Draymond, man, you know, he was wrong for hitting him.
Yeah. You think Draymond was wrong for hitting him?
I think he was wrong for hitting him. I don't think he was wrong for wanting to hit him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think he was wrong for hitting him. He shouldn't have hit him.
I think Draymond was trying to establish a culture there. Because if you can get Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and Draymond to play unselfish ball, then this dude,
right?
You know what I mean? And then you got Wiggins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got what's the dude named Kuminga. Yeah. Everybody else is on the same page. Right. A Looney.
Yep.
You know, all right, you can't do that. And I think, you know what I mean? I think you're right. Maybe Draymond went about it the wrong way. I don't know, but I'm saying Michael Jordan punched Steve Kerr. And and if y'all see in that film, Steve Kerr ain't try to break that shit up.
Right.
You know what I mean? No, Michael Jordan punched Steve Kerr.
I don't think Draymond was wrong. I just think the location was wrong. Like if they would have went inside the locker room,
right.
Yeah, I'm cool with that,
right?
Because they men.
That's
At the end of the day, man, they competitive. It's a competitive sport, like y'all saying. It's the camaraderie with the team. You not helping the team, I gotta check you, right?
I'm sorry.
So that's why I'm saying, like, I'm not against, because they, like I said, they men.
Yeah.
Like, you got to get it off your chest, bro. Get it off your chest.
Yeah.
We can go back in the locker room and we can mix it up. But I didn't like the fact that it was being videoed.
Yeah.
That's the part I disagree.
Yeah. See, this a whole different. Like we didn't actually see Steve Kerr and Michael Jordan fight. You know what I mean? We heard about it, and then they came out and then they won at least 1 or 2 more championships after that fight.
So it does make a difference.
Yeah. Right. Because you know, like Jordan Poole got family, and you know, you don't want your mother to see you all balled up, and
not only that, like the kids that can go on YouTube and stuff, and they see this, you know, the temperament thing, like, oh, okay, we can do this. This is what's going on now, like. Yeah, that to me, if it was something inside, contained inside the locker room, man, y'all go ahead and let that thing loose.
I mean, it's the sign of the times because they said Detroit had fights on their team.
I believe everybody.
Yeah, I'm about to say that. Every
N.B.A. baseball. It's just like I said to me.
The sign of the time.
It's just a thing of a frustration thing. You're trying to let the steam off. Guys gonna say things to each other.
That's right.
Come on, that's right. You remember pickup games? You can Dewey's like the pickup games. Dude saying stuff to you. You know what I mean? So it's like you gotta have a place to be exhaust some of your frustration. But just don't do it with okay.
Open practice.
Mike, let me know if we got somebody that want to participate. All right. So all right. So what kind of success is Jordan Poole gonna have in DC? Is he gonna make a difference with the Wizards?
No.
Y'all don't think so?
No.
That's
he'll get buckets though.
Yeah, he gonna get somebody gotta shoot.
You're right. He'll get buckets.
Yeah. Let's call it what it is. You know when you go to Washington, man.
That's like Siberia, Jack. Yeah, that's N.B.A. Siberia.
Yeah,
that's punishment right there. When you send somebody to, and that's my team, the Wizards, man. When you send somebody over there, you got ill intentions.
That's pretty much. And you better be looking for your way out. You know, what you start investing your money in some things because your career is coming to an end soon.
All right. So another trade. Porzingis left the Wizards and went to Boston. What different? All right. How does that affect the? Do that make Boston better or what?
It makes them more formidable offensively.
Offensively.
Yeah, because when it come down to Boston, it was just Tatum, Brown, one or the other. So it gives them another option of offensively. As far as defense, not so much.
Yeah, I think they're gonna fall off with their defensive intensity too because of Smart, and then some of their discipline. Because remember, when a couple like last year or the year, I think it was last year, not even this year, when Tatum and Brown they was just taking turns shooting.
Yep.
Smart was the one who stepped in and said, you know what I mean, we need to play more team ball, and we need, y'all need to stop being selfish. So I don't see Porzingis going to be able to do something like that. Like when them dudes get out of rhythm or get out of control, I don't think Porzingis. He's strictly offense. His defense is limited. I mean, he probably a above average shot blocker.
Right.
Just because how tall he like 7 something?
7'2".
Yeah, I know he over 7 feet. So but I don't think that make them better either.
Well, he's needed. Yeah, they definitely need the size
for the offense
and for the offense, but Boston definitely need to work on defense.
Yeah,
and they were offensively. That's what kept them from this season and last season. Relevant. But as you can see, they're missing something.
Yeah,
and defense to me is what they're missing. I mean, but once again, the new N.B.A. Like when you sit these men down, young men down, and you telling them, I need your stats to be this and that. They shoot. So it's just like, defense that's all around. Like, I mean, that makes you a complete basketball player once you pick that defense up. So this guy is not going to really.
Yeah, Udoka had that defensive
mindset, right? He
was a beast.
He was really defensive.
So all around.
So when he left, they brought this new coach in. And
you think they fell off as far as on the defense?
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. Without Ime Udoka. Yeah. So all right. So where you think where you think Boston gonna fall at then? As far as they gonna go down, they still probably gonna be in the East. They probably gonna be one of the top teams. But I think that kind of helps out Milwaukee. If Milwaukee bring back the same crew from this year, and then Boston come back with this new crew, I give the edge to Milwaukee.
Yeah, what's his name? I think that guy Middleton opted out.
He did?
I think he opted out. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. I think he opted out. So I think he's a free agent, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, but
they got to be healthy though.
Right. That's the only thing I worry about with Milwaukee is their health.
Yeah, they got to be healthy.
Because all right, even if Middleton opt out, I don't see him going nowhere and being like a fit like he is in Milwaukee.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think that chemistry worked for him over there in Milwaukee. It may not, ain't no guarantee that chemistry gonna work somewhere else. Right. So I would, I hitch my wagon to that dude, Giannis.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I hitch my wagon to that dude, Giannis, man. Just get in where I fit in, do what the team need so we can get back to the, what did Philadelphia do, though, as far as picking up people?
They I read that they're trying to get Tobias Harris involved in a 3-team deal. I don't know what James Harden going to do.
Yeah.
And N.B.A, you know, he coming off that MVP season.
Yeah.
You know, they fired Doc, so they got a new coach now. It's a lot of transition.
Yeah.
I mean, with Philly, it seems like.
If I'm Philly, I would be very careful about getting rid of Tobias Harris.
Yeah.
I would be very careful about that.
Yeah.
But the other, what's his name? James Harden. I would buy him a ticket.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, yo, I'm not
Maggie,
really.
and the young guy. Maggie.
Oh yeah. But the only person that I would be trying to move would be James Harden. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Wherever Doc go, that's where you at now. You and Doc. Right. Yeah, I'm not. You know.
I mean, but you know, Harden is. Man,
he old and he hold the ball too long.
Yes. But see, that's the. It's hard to explain it, but you know, like he don't really feel as though he has to prove anything.
Man, he never win them. He got shit to prove.
But I'm saying he getting the bag.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Meaning, like he don't have to prove. He's not looking to me to get a championship. Yeah. I don't think so. Because
that's definitely. I don't think there's number one on his
list.
No. Because the style of way, like you say, when he holds that,
because he not willing to change his game to fit like you know what I mean. He like, all right, this is what I bring to the table.
Exactly.
But what he brings to the table might not be what the team needs.
Exactly.
You know, so I never seen him, you know, like at least try to adjust his game or switch nothing up. Whereas
at OKC, I seen it there. But then
when they first got he was number 3 man then.
Yes, right.
Yeah, he was a 6th man actually.
Oh yeah, he was 6th man. All right,
coming off the bench.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so he's 6th man. So he couldn't.
So he played his position.
Yeah, right. And Russ wasn't gonna let that dude shoot that ball like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. You know. So So I don't know what the Sixers gonna be like next year. So who else? Oh. The Memphis Grizzlies got Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
To me, that seemed like almost like an even trade-off when they got rid of the dude that was talking stuff to LeBron. Or am I just? Brooks. Yeah. All right. So they got rid of Brooks and they bring in a 63-year-old Marcus Smart.
But that's still, I mean, to keep him up and running.
Yeah.
Right. You know, I think that was.
I think he got a better head on him.
True.
Yeah. He got a better head on than Dylan Brooks. Yeah.
I don't know. Dylan Brooks is young. I wouldn't have got rid of Dylan Brooks though. He young, right? But he aggressive and he play hard defense. Was he that out of control? Like, was his shooting? He took bad shot selection.
I think so.
His shot selection.
The antics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I think that was more or less with the Grizzlies. I think they over there trying to get some kind of control. Because they got young guys over there that are doing young guy things. And I think that
smart.
Smarter.
Yeah.
Talk to these players. Talk to your teammates.
He'll
you know
do
what I'm
that.
saying?
He'll do that.
He's right. Let's calm it down and get
that.
on the court and do what we need to do. Because they had too much stuff off court. And you know what I mean? And I think that kind of like interfered with the actual chemistry of the team. So I think Smart will bring that to the team, like, you know, getting their heads and try to get something back together with them.
Yeah.
I actually like the Grizzlies.
Yeah. I mean, I like them, but I don't think, and then another thing with the Grizzlies, I think like Wichicon can be replaced. He keep making these mistakes. What's the dude named Morant?
John Morant, yeah.
Because they win without him.
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
You know what I mean? It's not like a big fall off. Like I can see if like when Allen Iverson didn't play, the Sixers was in trouble.
Right.
But this dude, they win when he not on. Just, you know what I mean, the same amount when he there is when he not there. So
that's what that also chimes in with Smart. Because they're gonna learn, and you gotta look at from the owner's standpoint. I mean, from the GM standpoint, they got to plan ahead of what they're gonna do without him.
Yeah.
Because if he don't get it together, he getting up out of there.
Yeah.
So they might be making some moves behind the scenes that they planning for him to be gone.
Yeah.
You know, if he don't get his act together.
Yeah. Yeah, he got 25 games.
So yeah, he basically
So what about that dude Adams? He was a veteran player. I guess
he was hurt. Yeah, he was hurt down the stretch.
Yeah,
he was hurt. They didn't have him.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I guess y'all right. I can go with the fact that that Smart do make them a better, make them a little bit better.
I think he'll hold them accountable. I think
I think he'll
hold them guys accountable.
Right.
Yeah.
Getting their heads.
Right.
You know, man, like, come on, man, what we doing here?
That's right.
Yeah. Right. And I think they need that.
They definitely need that.
It's a sign of maturity. That's what I'm looking at. Like, he gonna bring some maturity to it. And he knows it's a talented team.
Right.
So plus he can get back into some contingency too, because he got out of Boston. So yeah, he got something.
And he might be more. The move might have been made more so for the locker room than on the court.
True.
Right. You know what I'm
saying? You never know.
Yeah.
So and they let that Tyus. What's the name? What's the Tyus? Is the name Tyus Jones? They let go from the Grizzlies.
I'm not familiar.
The guard. Yeah, Tyus.
I like the guy Bane that played with them. I like Bane.
Bane, yeah, I like Bane.
I like him.
But the guard was coming off the bench. What was his name? Tyus Jones. He gone. Yeah. Where's Tyus Jones at now?
He signed with another team.
They might have sent him to the Wizards or somewhere. He with the Wizards, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I ain't know about that.
That's a little disrespectful when they send you to the Wizards.
And the Wizards.
Yeah. So Tyus. And see, he was when he came off the bench, he was solid. He was a solid point guard. He didn't, his shot selection was good. He distributed the ball. So I don't know, man.
Guys play better without Ja because they're not sitting around watching them.
Yeah.
When Ja's in the game, man, he's so electrifying, man. You get caught up in just watching him. You want to see him do something spectacular. When he's not there, it seems like the team, they operate.
Yeah. That just to go to show that they got balance too throughout their whole roster.
And what's big dude? One defense player of the year last year. My man,
Junior.
Junior.
I forgot his name too. Yeah, Junior. But they got talent throughout their whole roster, and it shows because they don't get that. They don't fall off. Unlike the we just talking about Golden State, they fall off when Steph. You know what I mean? So with this second unit. That second unit is going to be good with Chris Paul in there, because then they can run a traditional type offense, and then they because Chris Paul not going to be running all day around a whole bunch of picks enough.
Right.
So he'll run a traditional. He gonna run that pick and roll.
Exactly.
That's every time down. So all right, last person I want to talk about in the NBA is Damn, we ain't talk about Dame, or we ain't talk about, so that ain't gonna be the last one. I want to talk about my boy that just left the Wizards and went to the Suns, Phoenix. Bradley Beal.
Bradley.
So what y'all think of that roster now with Bradley Beal and
had to see it.
Yeah.
I
right off top, I think Bradley Beal fit in there, but I don't know, like, his defense. Well, I don't know. He probably played better defense than Chris Paul.
I think
just from a size standpoint.
Right. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just gonna have to sit back and wait for the season to come.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as the standpoint of being a little bit more durable and his stamina and healthiness. Yeah. I get that part. But
even I'm telling you, with the Suns though, they gonna only go as far as Kevin Durant carry him. So to me, if Kevin Durant want to play like, you know what I mean, like he played when he was with Golden State, then I think they'll be all right.
I think they need.
They need more defense.
Definitely that. But they need a true point guard too.
Yeah.
Them guys are not. That game is not based on getting other people involved. Devin Booker, he's straight scorer.
Right.
Brad, he's the same way. KD as well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He'll score, yeah.
Right. So you need somebody, man, to keep all of them happy.
Right.
Yeah, you need somebody to keep all of them happy.
With that. Yeah.
And a big boy in the middle too.
Yeah.
And a big boy in the middle. He got to touch it sometimes. You know?
So I mean, that can be just like a solid serviceable point guard because when you got all that, you know what I mean? You got Kevin Durant, you know what I mean? You got Booker, and you got the big boy down, Aiden and Bill. So all you got to do is have somebody that's solid and going to protect the ball and make sure that the offense run.
That's right.
So you don't really need somebody, you know what I mean? Like even like a younger Chris Paul.
Right.
But if you don't have access to that, you just need a solid point guard. That's what I'm saying. You get a solid point guard, and you expect more from Kevin Durant. You're gonna get what you get from Aiden. You know what I mean? Aiden not gonna get no better. He is what he is. And I like Aiden.
I like him too.
Yeah, Booker. You know what I mean? You know what you're gonna get from Booker and Bill. So it's got to be Kevin Durant gonna have to. He gonna have to do his thing. He gonna have to step up.
So is the matchups is basically okay? We know who the Denver Nuggets are.
Yeah.
Coming out of the West, and in you guys' opinion, who can match up with them?
Who can match up with them?
Coming out of the West.
What team in the West can match up with the Denver Nuggets?
Yes.
I'm telling you, I think the problem that the Denver Nuggets gonna run into is gonna be health. Because Jamal Murray couldn't stay healthy. Right. Michael Jr., what's his name? Michael Porter Jr. He got like 9 names. Michael Porter Richardson Jr. Yeah. If he can stay healthy, that's gonna be. I don't even think Jokic. I don't know how you stop Jokic.
But
how
all teams gotta face that same dilemma.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm saying.
But all things being healthy
on paper or statistics, stats, whatever.
I wouldn't go so far as to say they're unstoppable. So I'm telling you that I think that in the West, I think like Golden State playing the way, if they get back to playing the way that they can play, I think Golden State is a real big threat. Also, I think Phoenix is a real big threat too.
Yeah,
nobody can stop that.
I'm gonna tell you how Jokic and them beat this, how they won this year. They won because they shot a high percentage. They didn't shoot them threes. They shot twos. Right. So they, you know what I mean?
Really you
couldn't stop them. Yeah,
rebound, and they were getting second chances.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They had a bigger
old school basketball.
Right. They was big. They had a size advantage. That's what I'm saying. But they don't have the size advantage over Phoenix though. If you got Bill, you got Aiden, you got Kevin Durant.
Yeah. Aiden would be a non-factor.
Oh, Aiden. Aiden a big time factor.
Just a matchup.
Yeah.
I mean, just a matchup.
Yeah.
He can't match Joker.
No, he not gonna. Yeah, but the Joker not gonna be able to post him up as easy as he would like them dudes.
He can bring him out. Yeah. He can bring him out.
Yeah. Well, I'd rather you bring him out then.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you can bring him out.
I'm just seeing like the dynamics of what you're trying to do as far as over in the West. What team could
I think run
with them?
Phoenix. I like Phoenix. If everybody healthy, both teams healthy, I like Phoenix. I will go with Phoenix if both of those teams healthy. Because other than that, then you saying that what Denver got over there is a dynasty.
No,
not yet.
No,
not
even close.
That's what I'm saying. What Denver is like when the Mavericks. Remember when the Mavericks won their championship? Then they came back down to earth.
Right. That's how it comes. Right.
Yeah. I think even if Miami would have had a little bit more size, that series would have been more.
Yeah.
But then they were small.
Miami, they was small.
They was playing a guard on what's his name? Aaron, the Duncan guy. Aaron
Gordon.
Aaron Gordon.
Yeah.
And the game they won, man, you was talking about it, Mike. The game they won, they started Kevin Love.
Yeah.
So that was a matchup.
They had more size in there with Kevin Love.
And then they put Jimmy on Jamal.
Which I didn't understand.
Right.
Well, they made an adjustment.
You
know what I mean? Denver made an adjustment. Because look, if Denver, they almost didn't win that game. They won that game by what, 3?
Yep.
They won that game by 3.
Yeah.
You know, so if that adjustment that Miami made was more significant, they would have won by more. But Kevin Love, you know, how many years he been in the league? About 15?
Yeah, he's been around a
Yeah, so he been in there. He gave him what he could give him. Kevin Love gave him what he could give him, and then Denver made an adjustment. Yeah, but I think Phoenix got something for him next year, and I think Golden State,
What about Golden State size though?
That's what I'm saying.
But see, I like because I think Golden State will have enough size to if Golden State get there because they got Looney. I like the way Draymond play on defense. Draymond gonna play. He play position defense and he play physical.
Sure.
And the thing about the Joker don't move a whole lot.
No.
Right.
So Draymond gonna beat him up on both ends of the court. He's just gonna be landing on him. Right. And he not known for his fitness. He not no Billy Blanks.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he ain't known for his fitness.
But then it goes back to Denver would have to make an adjustment.
So what adjustment can Denver make?
Well, I'm just saying, like, okay, Draymond going physical, but they just gotta did it. There's other opportunities that they could present themselves with that, but I still think the size matchup.
So you got Denver being like the favorites again to come out the West?
Yeah, you got them favorites.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody else got to figure it out.
I think they ran into some favorable. I think they ran into some favorable matchups this year.
I mean, but that's no fault of that.
No.
They play their style of basketball.
Yeah, and it got them through there.
And it got it through there. Everybody else got to figure it out.
Because I think even if they had ran into Milwaukee in the championships, they don't beat Milwaukee.
Yeah.
In the championship.
I would love to say that.
Yeah, I would have loved to say that.
That would have been a nice one.
A healthy Milwaukee and a healthy Denver. They don't beat Milwaukee.
That would be a challenge.
So my man Drew Holiday straps up.
Yeah.
He straps up. That's his thing anyway, though.
Yeah, they physical too.
Yeah.
They physical.
Yep.
So
and
man.
They got size.
Yeah, they got size and they physical.
So, that's a good one.
And the dude, and they wasn't known. Denver was not known for their defense, and I think that because they had the height advantage, people say, well, all right, they stepped it up when they got challenged on defense. That wasn't the whole truth, though.
Yeah.
The truth is they had height advantage, and they used it to their advantage, but you can't knock them.
No.
Right.
Yeah, so, but I think Phoenix, though, that's Phoenix, Golden State. Who else in the West that's going to be formidable?
What do you think of the Lakers if AD stay healthy? What do you think of him if he stays healthy?
They need a little bit more.
I don't believe in that guy, man.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, man.
That guy, man.
He supposed to have been next in line for that throne, and he ain't show up.
He disappoints me.
You let a 39-year vet outplay you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just ridiculous, man. You should be ashamed of that, man.
And every time he fall, man, he got to call a timeout and shit.
They bring a wheelchair out for him.
Yeah, man. It just get real ridiculous, man.
It really is.
Yeah, I know. LeBron probably just wait for his son to get in that league so he could play with him.
Yeah, right. So look, they said this. That was LeBron. You know, LeBron said his thing is he want to play with his son.
Yeah.
But they say his son might not necessarily want to play with him.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? LeBron put that out there. That's what he wants. But his son, Bronny, ain't never said I want to play with LeBron.
You know what? Yeah. I'd be like, you ungrateful mother. What?
I mean,
it ain't gonna be for long though. Why you can't make that sacrifice?
That's fair.
Well, it's fair for who? His son. Like that. Yeah, you can feel like that.
Yeah,
but I mean, why you can't? If it wasn't for your father,
he never said it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he hadn't said he wanted.
I didn't never think about that.
Yeah, he never said.
But I mean, that's an honor though to play with your father though.
But I mean, what I'm saying, like, they.
You know how many times you was leaving, your father was leaving the house, you like, Pop, where you going at, Pop? He'd be like, come on, Lo.
But you know what I mean? You know how competitive his father is.
Yeah, but yeah.
He like looking at, damn, Dad, I don't want you to embarrass me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So look at the flip side. He got to play against his father.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, all right. It wasn't the same exact situation, but you got Doc Rivers and Austin Rivers.
Right.
One is the coach, one is the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But still, you know what I mean? He might have been like, I don't want to play on the same team my father coach.
Conflict of interest.
Yeah, or you know, but I think.
But imagine how many times LeBron had knocked his son ball at home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He just blocked the shot. Boo, boo. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, Dad, we're gonna be playing, and I gotta, go up against you, like, oh man, just let me get my feet wet a little bit. You know? I think from the family standpoint, I understand LeBron, but I get it. The son got to have some input in it as well.
Yeah,
it's his career.
Yeah, my thing is he wouldn't have no career if it wasn't for his father, though.
Well, I mean, and we can say that, but he can have his choice too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He can have input on that.
See,
competitiveness in the family, like we eat now, Dad.
No, but see, this new generation of people, man, think kids got rights.
Well, I mean,
you know what I mean?
I
mean, people like listen to what your kids say. I'm like,
we talking about making it to the look at the balls.
I was great bring them up to and look at you got one and two basically out the league.
Basically. Right. And they came with the father came with the shenanigans stuff.
Yeah.
You know what's his name? Never even I think he sounded like a 10-day or something. The dude they got caught out there.
Yeah, the one who
sunglasses
with the one with deep pockets.
Yeah. I don't even know if he like that. I know he got on a couple summer league.
He was down in Charlotte, right?
Yeah, he was in Charlotte on summer league in Detroit, I think.
Yeah. He on Instagram now. Yeah, he did. Yeah,
for real?
That's a thing now. Yeah,
Jello. That's Jello.
Yeah, Jello.
Yeah, that's Jello.
That's the thing now. Get the Instagram models pregnant and stuff. Blow all your money on Instagram models.
Yeah, man.
No.
Right.
That's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say.
She had one of them just in case babies.
Right.
Just in case you do something, just in case you beep out something, I'm gonna get that money.
I just want them to get back to being, you know what I mean? Like you established a career to get to doing something that you love, and you train and work. Don't throw all that stuff.
They just lose focus.
Just don't throw all
they
that
lose
stuff
focus.
Away, man, for the foolishest things in the world.
Yeah,
you're going to colleges and you got to deal with that. Your grade point average might not be where it is. Your family got to put money up to get you through school. And you go into the NBA now, you can support everybody. And you throw it all away from some technicality or stupidity. Like I just, you know what I
mean? They just lose focus, man.
I don't understand. I mean, the road to riches is hard.
Yeah.
But you ain't getting them riches from me once I make it.
I don't know. Some of them girls fine.
Hey, man, that's fine.
I don't know. I done seen some of the pictures. I'm like, oh, I understand.
Mike, you see them on your come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they already looking at
that was I'm like, oh, no.
But you got to set it down and you got to get some kind of discipline.
That OnlyFans model that's giving Zion all that headache.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
She kind of cute, though. I was like, hey, Zion, I see
you got a point.
I remember, and we going off of sports. Chris, the singer.
Who was that?
Chris Brown.
Yeah.
They was telling they had females signing contracts. Like when you come back in the rooms.
Yeah.
Because you're not going. Yeah, they had them signing little contracts.
Yo, them Instagram models, hard head, they'll sign that shit and still run their mouth.
Okay, but I got you documents. I got paperwork.
Yeah, they hard head, yo. It's a dude.
Yeah, right. For a loophole.
Yeah. Well, look, you gonna buy some time. You ain't gonna get me. You know what I'm saying? On some food.
Yeah, I got you though. Because I mean, it's still a distraction whether she signed that paper and she carry you through a whole bunch of changes, even, you know what I mean, in the background.
I'm not making it easy for you.
Yeah, but I don't know, because I mean, everybody, Magic, Mike, all of them dudes was, you know what I mean, they had women been around since day two. Allen, all of them had, but it's just, I don't know, I guess because it's all public, but yeah, man. So, all right, the last team I want to talk about is the last basketball team is Portland Trail Blazers and Dame Lillard. What y'all think of that situation over there?
Man, Dame, they drafted that guy. We was just speaking of
Scoot Henderson.
Yeah. They just drafted him, and they say he's nice.
Yeah,
he's real nice. Right?
See, man, before you go, I'm kind of mad though, man, because I want to see this kid in college, man. We ain't get to see him in college. We ain't get to see him. You know what I mean? Nowhere. But I mean, all right, go ahead.
But if I was Portland, my thing would be all right. Instead of bringing him in to help Dame, because I still don't think that make Portland formidable in the West.
No, not that's this dude Jordan out the door.
Exactly. And even then, you know what I'm saying? We just talk about Phoenix and Denver and the Lakers, whatever. I still don't think you get past them. So bring him in to help Dame. That seems like that's what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
What I would do is trade Dame and try to bring pieces in to help him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You already going from the ground up.
Yeah.
You know, but one more thing about Dame. For years, he took on this role and took this position as, you know what I mean, I want to stay here with Portland, and I'm committed to Portland and committed to the team, the organization, whatever. But Portland has never put a team around him that was good enough to win.
That's
you know what I'm saying? And then it seemed like he liked the position of being a lovable loser.
Yeah.
You know, and he mentioned Kobe, he mentioned Dirk, he mentioned Tim Duncan. All of
everybody
got
rings.
Kobe and Tim got 5 each.
Yeah.
So the organization was pouring into the team and trying to make them, you know, contenders and winners. Portland hasn't done that.
And Kobe threatened to roll out too if you ain't put no talent around him too.
Exactly.
So
it falls into like with Allen Iverson, you know, being there at Phoenix as long. At Philly as long as he had been.
Yeah.
And they didn't really build a team around him. So I think he should have an exit plan. It ain't working. It hasn't worked.
Yeah.
And trade. Let me go somewhere because that seems to be what this new league do anyway.
Yeah.
Let me get out of here and going over to somewhere where they got, you know what I mean, most of the pieces already together that I could fit in while I'm still able to play ball.
But see, all right, this is what they used to do back in the day. They did it with a lot of those dudes that stayed, like Charles Barkley, the end of his career, they sent him over to Phoenix.
Yes.
Allen Iverson, they sent him to Denver.
Yes.
But I think Allen Iverson would have stayed his whole career in Philly.
He would have. I truly believe that.
He would have stayed in Philly.
They traded him. He didn't ask to go.
So I think ball players throughout the years are saying, well, all right, man, if you're going to wait till I get old and you can't use me no more, then you're going to ship me off somewhere else. I may as well jump the gun and go, you know what I mean?
And that's why Dame Lillard need to make that move. Like,
because I think
there's teams that could use him.
I was about to say, what would you think?
I would love to see Dame in Miami.
Yeah,
I'd love to see him in Miami.
See him in LA.
In LA?
Yeah. I was
with who? Ain't nobody in LA though.
I was gonna say Philly.
In Philly? Oh yeah.
I was gonna say Philly.
Yeah, but my Lakers.
Yeah. I would like to see him. Philly or either Miami.
You think he pushed Miami over? I mean, whereas they wanted the top contending team.
If they'd have had, all right, this year against Denver, do I think they would have beat Denver this year? I don't know.
They probably wouldn't have.
Because Denver, he's still not big enough.
Right.
But he get them the points, but he don't, on the defensive end.
He definitely gonna give him the points. Definitely gonna give a team more firepower.
Yeah.
That's why I say he needs to be a Lakers.
But all right, if he had the Lakers though, and LeBron, he old, and LeBron hold the ball.
LeBron, that's his game.
And AD, I say a healthy LeBron, a healthy AD. I don't know, man. It's just you're not even supposed to say a healthy AD because that has never happened.
Right. You can't
That's
even
why
say
he would go over there, and I think he could do some major things because they were under five. They didn't have firepower.
Yeah.
It was under 5. And then to get back into where they were in the position to even make a run, they didn't have enough firepower.
Do you think it's hard to play with LeBron though? Because if y'all not winning, like everybody make you the scapegoat.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
I'm a LeBron fan, but I think it is. I think if you're another player and you're never going to get really credit for when y'all do well.
Yeah.
But you'll get the blame when y'all don't.
Yeah.
LeBron really doesn't.
Yeah.
LeBron really doesn't. And LeBron put up numbers this year. Like you say, in his 20th season, LeBron averaged 29 points.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
29.
So he still gets it done.
Yes.
But it's almost like you sign up for it. If you play with LeBron, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be regulated to a supporting cast almost.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. I mean, you're relegated to a supporting cast.
It's fine as long as you win it.
That's true.
right?
Winning fixes everything.
That's what that's my whole thing. Everything. So at the end of the day, nobody says anything bad about you when you win.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's the best lotion. Winning.
That's what I'm saying. So for a GM, it's hard to try to put pieces to the puzzle, but you gotta put the puzzle together in whatever fashion or whatever way you need to be, because you see what other organizations are doing, But I just think my team is under fire.
Yeah. I don't know what the Lakers can do really, like, to get themselves back in the thick of things. Rebuild through the draft. I think the Wizards are stronger than the Lakers now.
Man, the thing about the Wizards is that it seemed like the last 5, 6, 7 years, they just almost been like, they paid Brad, they paid him, but Kuzma didn't opt it out. He took the player option.
Yeah,
he didn't opt it out this year, so he not looking to come back. It just seemed like the Wizards, man, just not.
Because the organization don't be trying to win.
Right.
They don't be trying to do nothing. So people don't be trying to stick, you know what I mean? They don't be trying to stick with the Wizards.
But even teams like over there, like Orlando, they draft guys who supposedly, got some talent. Detroit, they draft a guy, you know what I'm saying? Paul? It seemed like the Wizards don't even draft well either.
Yeah.
It seemed like they don't even draft.
That's been going on since John Wall. It's been a minute.
Nobody really
Gilbert Arenas was there.
Gilbert
Arenas was there. It was like, that was, to me, they were making
that was the last time they was really something to speak about.
It was just like,
Yeah. Well, I like John Wall though.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, John Wall a beast.
I like
but you brought up Detroit. I think that dude Cade, we talked about that. Cade Cunningham, if he was down in Miami, he a big dude. They'll make him play some defense.
They definitely.
I think they with Cade,
he would help Miami. Yeah, he would help Miami.
When he gonna be a free agent? I wonder.
He's still on his rookie deal, he probably at least another
one more year at least.
Maybe 2
years.
Yeah, I think.
I like him though. I just don't like him in Detroit.
See, and that's when we was going back to the first pick, Victor. Him getting drafted by San Antonio. Now, if he'd have got drafted by Detroit and Orlando or Wizards, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like you just waiting for him to leave now.
And you know what?
Just waiting for him to leave.
How come the Wizards don't ever get that lottery pick, man?
Right.
I think that shit is
it's rigged.
Yeah, it's rigged. That's a conspiracy.
It is.
Going back to 85.
There you go.
Yeah, with Patrick.
Yeah. Going back to 85, boy. Yeah.
Because they were like, well, look at the New York Knicks. Like, they don't never get,
Yeah.
They haven't had
Derrick Rose option too.
They did Dirk. Dirk getting old though.
Yeah,
Dirk Rose getting old.
So it is. Let's say it is an agenda, right? It is an agenda in the league.
Yeah.
But it's unfair. But
I would love to see Cade Cunningham though play in Miami.
What's the guy? He was a rookie this season that just ended. That's in Orlando. What's his name?
I don't know that. I'm not even familiar with what's going on down in Orlando.
Oh, man. I think he was a rookie of the year this year.
Yeah.
He's in Orlando.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name for nothing. But he a big guy.
A big dude.
He about like 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like 6'7", 6'8". I just don't know his name.
Yeah. Now, man, I can't even wait for basketball season to start back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you want to see these guys.
Yeah. It's a shame we can't even watch these guys in college because everybody, like nowadays, if you go to college, you know what I mean? They like, you ain't good.
Right.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
It's
especially if you stay more than 1 year. They look at you like you a bum.
Yeah, it's frowned upon to go to college, y'all. So, all right, I'm looking forward to that. But what else I wanted to, I wanted to talk about Deion Sanders for a little bit, but before we get to Deion Sanders, I want to talk about this broad Malika Andrews.
Oh, the sister from ESPN?
Yeah.
Okay.
She during the draft, she made it a point to bring up what was the kid name? Brandon Miller from Alabama. He has some legal issues. And she always got to be like the legal eagle. She got to bring every time if you got some type of issue with the police or something like that, she make it a point to just bring it up.
Is that the one Charlotte drafted?
Yeah.
Gosh, so he went number 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and she right now she getting a lot of backlash about that, which I think deservedly so, because just the fact that he is in that draft, and the NBA they taking him, he eligible for it. So that means, you know what I mean.
That high too.
Yeah, ain't no issue with that. You know what I mean.
Right.
But she always trying to throw people under the bus, mainly the brothers.
I was about, you know I was about to say that.
Mainly the brothers. She ain't said nothing about that dude that punched his wife at the bar. What's the wrestling guy? The MM.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, she ain't said nothing.
Dana White.
Yeah, Dana White. She ain't say nothing about Dana White.
Right.
Who else had a legal issue she ain't brought up? Brett Favre.
Yeah.
He's stealing food stamps around this month.
That's right.
And she ain't said nothing about Brett Favre. Who else? Anybody got legal issues? If you black, she be like, I'd be remiss if I ain't bring this up.
Exactly.
I mean, but and I think it's not her, it's ESPN.
Right.
So
and
they're creating an agenda.
I'm about to say that's their agenda.
That's their agenda.
Yeah.
So it's not her fault that there's that information out there, but
they allow her
an employee.
Yeah.
So if her boss is pushing her to go through with this, agenda, I fought ESPN.
Yeah, so that's a good point. That's a
good
good point.
I fought ESPN.
That's a good point.
And I seen her on that NBA show with Kendrick Perkins and what's my man? Jefferson.
Yeah.
And I see how she interacts with those guys. Now, I'm not gonna say she don't like them, but she definitely don't respect them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She definitely don't respect them, and they giving their personal opinions that they didn't went through in the locker room on the basketball court. They didn't get it.
She trying,
and she just blow them off like
she trying to get her own personal bag.
But she arrogant when she do stuff like that, because she most of the time she wrong. You know what I mean? Don't even know what she talking about. Then she gonna blow it off.
Right.
I don't even know if this broad played badminton. And then she, you know what I mean? She running around giving opinions on sports and shit.
But then if we go there like that, like even Stephen A, like he ain't play no basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, he said he did.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait.
Damn, what's the Salem State?
But where's the footage at?
Right.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying
that's what I say.
TV, I mean, they have a job and they're analysts. So they can be crucial and detrimental to your career, right? But they get paid to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, unfortunately, she chose the sleazy. I mean, not sleazy. I'm gonna take that back. She chose the path that she chose to get the bag. But like I said, once again, I'm going back to ESPN. They're allowing her to, go this path. Do we need this? No, we don't.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, it's about followers, because you want to kind of keep the balance of people that are negative. You know what I'm saying? Who, or it's an agenda to this.
I want to keep them tuned in.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So because you don't hear a lot about good, you know what I mean? So bad is what's driving things down to this day. And unfortunately, these young men giving these opportunities for ESPN to slander their names and stuff of that nature. But
but see, and that's the thing, like most NBA, NFL ball players, they stay out of trouble. They, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But the one or two that you do have that might come up with, get into something, and that's going to be in any crowd.
All you hear about.
So that's headline news.
Yeah. So they're going to drag everybody.
So you can see it like ESPN is the worldwide sports, program. So they want to be the first ones on it. They want to make some conscious, feedback to it. So I can see it, like you're saying, it's to get the viewer content to come in. You heard it at ESPN.
I'm gonna tell you something, not to cut you off. The NFL draft, not this past draft, but years prior, maybe like the last 3 years, every time a player was drafted and they comment on him, mother had an alcohol problem, father's in jail, stuff like that.
Wow.
And they got a lot of pushback because of that. Justifiably so. They say that has nothing to do with, and their response to that was, but we're just trying to paint a picture of what he overcame. You know what I'm saying? That's how they try to spin it.
Yeah.
We try to paint a picture of what, how he overcame and all that. And I'm like, no, that's not what you're doing. What you're doing is you're saying this is the type of background he comes from.
Right.
And judge him because of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah.
In this past draft, NFL, They didn't do it.
Yeah.
They didn't do it.
Yeah, I'm glad people call him out on that.
Exactly.
And I make it a point, like the shows that she be on, that like I don't watch her. I don't watch Stephen A. You know, but yeah, I don't. You know, these people who do that kind of nonsense, man.
The show not even on since Shannon left.
Oh, it ain't.
It ain't been on.
Skip Bayless not on.
I don't think they're gonna put it back on until he get a partner.
Yeah.
Till he get a partner, I don't think they're gonna put it back on.
Cause I know they was talking about LaShawn McCoy coming on there.
I heard that. I heard Keyshawn.
Yeah, but if I'm one of them, if I don't want to work with Skip Bayless though.
Right.
And I only got 15 subs.
Right.
I don't want to work with that dude though, man. That's crazy.
And they letting him call a shot on everything. You know what I mean? He's calling the shot, the subject matter, and you know that because if you watch it, they talk about the Cowboys
and the Lakers.
They talk about LeBron.
Yeah.
They talk about Tom Brady. You know what I mean? That was the subject matter every day. Yeah. Every day it got.
But yeah.
So it's definitely safe to say there is an agenda.
Right.
And unfortunately, you know what I mean? I don't see, everybody has a past. Everybody has family. Everybody has something that they're, you know, pretty much so don't want to be in the public. Unfortunately, these athletes and stuff like that, they're under the microscopes constantly. But they have a job to do. And if what you did in the club, you did with your mom, your girlfriend, baby mother, that has nothing to do with the sport, or you know what I mean? And unfortunately, we get caught up into all of that drama stuff. Like, they're human. Like, they're at the end of the day, they're human. But there's a platform that they're using now to just go after you as a human being. And I think that's kind of like, you know,
it gets personal.
It's messed up.
I mean, and we can go back to when Muhammad Ali used to go back and forth with when he was, and you see how, you know, he had civil rights and all that. He was facing all that, and then he switched over to change his name to, you know, Muhammad Ali. So, but that was kind of entertaining, you know. But Muhammad Ali went in that ring and he fought like a warrior. But Howard Cosell didn't do what? What did he do? Put that jacket on for ABC and got out there and tried to be the best sports analysis he could be.
But my thing is, all right, so Howard Cosell got a job to do, and Muhammad Ali had a job to do. If we can't like work with each other in a respectful way, then I don't even want to do business with you. You know what I mean? Because, like, all right, I know you got a job to do, but what do that have to do with, like, if my mother got a drinking problem?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
But these are things we need to talk about before we air.
Well, no, but the thing is,
talk about this on air.
I think if athletes turn down interviews, if you have more athletes turn, like, you know, I don't respect your career if you don't respect mine. I'm gonna turn down some interviews.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta. I'm the athlete coming on your show.
Right.
I'm my team or me. We telling you what you allowed to talk about, what you're not allowed to talk. So let's go to Marshawn Lynch.
Right.
Remember?
Right.
And he was subject to not giving any input in interviews, and he made it clear. Like, I play football. I'm a running back. I'm not here to talk. You know, and they made memes, and you know, they said things and constantly, you know what I mean, tried to pick and probe him to talk. And he didn't, you know, and then sometimes even in the leagues, they tell these guys that, you got to go to a press conference. For what?
That's like part of it.
You
gotta do a
that's your obligation. Even after you lose, I got to sit here and listen to these reporters ask me questions about a game, and you watch the same. You seen it, didn't you? You watched what happened in the game, right?
But see, what they should do, like, you just give them little stock run-of-the-mill answers. You know what I mean? And then, but everybody know what's going on. So, you know, if everybody got together and be like, look, man, we just gonna give them some old bullshit ass answers and the same answers.
See,
but then you have what?
No. I'm gonna switch it over to baseball. Most of his career, Barry Bonds was like that. Right? Most of his career, Barry Bonds was like that, right? So now they give all this power to sports writers to vote him in, whether he's a Hall of Fame or not. And they hold grudges because he ain't give them interviews and things like that, right? What's his name? What's my man that played for Boston?
The pitcher?
No, the brother, Big Poppy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He failed the drug test.
Yeah.
Right? But the media loved him.
Yeah.
The media loved Big Poppy. So when it's time for him to go, he gets in no problem.
Yeah, it's about relationship.
Yeah. So, it's personal agendas people have with athletes. Like, I ain't gonna vote with him. He wouldn't talk to me when he was in Pittsburgh. Or this, that, and this, talking about Barry Bonds.
You're right.
So I ain't gonna vote for him now.
And we got scenarios on top of scenarios on top of scenarios. Like at the end of the day, you are being judged by peers with whatever sport you play in. And that's unfortunate because you got magazines, you got cable programs, then we got podcasts. So there's so many avenues of revenue that they're making off of this stuff. So it's like unfair, for an athlete. But I do believe they should band together and say, well, look, man, we're not talking about this. We're not going to do this. And I think they could get some kind of control.
Yeah, they can get control over that. Yeah, they can get control over that.
It's out of hand to me to a degree now because, like, like remember when they brought up the incident of him with Larry Brown about practice.
Yeah,
they went all overboard with that.
Yeah, they did.
They still making commercials about that shit now.
They still are.
Come on, man, really?
Yeah,
like practice.
Right. It's they can get control of that because all these dudes got to do. If you have more dudes come together, because and LeBron James is very careful about his public image anyway. So if more people was like him, you got to be careful who you give interviews to, and then you cultivate your own image. That's what I like about like this space we're in now, as far as like with podcasts and social media now. But because like I said, anything that girl is on, she got a show that come on. I don't watch. It's certain people that's from ESPN that I don't watch.
Right.
And I think the rating's gonna reflect that. Because I think there's a lot of people that just stay away from certain people.
That's just she real condescending.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you talking to players that actually played on that highest level. They're giving you their input. What is said, what is being told, what the coach is saying, what strategy is going on.
But
and you just whatever.
But like Corey said, that comes from somebody empowered her.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah, somebody has empowered her, and now she,
So if it's 100%, and she, like the ESPN, they giving her 5% just to create that narrative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's a small fraction of it, but they're like, okay, it started here with ESPN.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a 5% lane of negative feedback. People want to see this.
That's right. That's right.
So we got y'all over here. We don't care.
That's right.
Blow up.
We got y'all covered.
We got y'all covered.
Right.
Yeah. Let's get back to the real content.
Exactly.
But we can give her. But unfortunately, it's sad that she wants to be the face of that 5%.
She don't care. She don't care.
She want to be out in front of that.
That's the sad part.
That's right.
About that you want to be that villain.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So, all right. I know we've been here probably like a little bit over Al, but last week I said I was going to touch on the subject about Deion Sanders and his health and everything. So I'm going to just spend a few minutes talking about, like what's going on with Deion Sanders and his health. So, Mike, can you play that video?
We got to talk briefly about Coach Prime now. We covered Coach Prime in the Jackson State situation extensively over the summer, and one of the reasons I kept going back to that I felt like nobody was talking about enough is his health. And you think about some of the conditions and things that he spoke about. Then you saw Ed Reed come out and speak about it at his HBCU, some of the sanitary conditions. We even seen Coach Prime having to wash in a pool and all this type of stuff at different times, and Jackson going through that water crisis and all that. And we know Coach Prime got the means and everything, but he probably need to get somewhere where things like this is less of a concern. And he spoke with his medical team recently, and he didn't get a good report. We saw him get 2 toes removed back when he was at Jackson State. And we saw that whole recovery and everything. Now he's having circulation issues and said he doesn't have any feeling at the bottom of that foot. Let's check out this video.
We talk a lot about Coach Prime, but Deion Sanders, while he continues to offer plenty of behind-the-scenes looks at his first year coaching at CU, this latest clip he let out has nothing to do with football.
It's a meeting with his doctors about his foot. Sanders had 2 toes amputated in 2021 due to blood clots, and he continues to have problems with blood flow.
You just have to understand what the risks are, and so things can cascade. That's what.
Well, I know what the risks are. I don't have 8 toes, so I'm pretty sure I understand. It is what it is. I don't plan on doing no more right in my life. As long as it is what it is.
To correct that means you take off one tissue, and you're on the end of the foot, and if that doesn't heal,
so you're saying like he could lose that toe too?
He could lose the foot.
And you guys remember on that Club Shay Shay episode with Deion, he had to get that done to his feet to get the circulation going. I think they said a minimum of 3 times a day. Prime has to get this done to get that foot, you know what I'm saying, active for the day. Or it'll go bad real fast. And I'm looking at this, and a lot of people was mad about him sending the kids to the transfer portal. I can see why the family and the kids are upset about it. But also you have to look at Prime was brought in for them to win, and he realizes like his window may not be that big. He may not have much time to coach at this level. And it could all be taken away from him. Anytime you go in the hospital for these type of things and you getting different amputations and all that, at any point it could be over. And because they were kind of potentially looking at it like that at Jackson State, and for him to come back and still coach there, I don't question his passion for the kids and what he's doing in his career, because Prime could just go live somewhere and enjoy the fruits of his labor that he's already, you know what I'm saying, received. I don't know, we're going to be watching this though, man. I feel bad for Coach Prime that this is already an issue for him going into this. Now, we knew that this was a possibility. And this is the thing I kept saying. If you go back and watch my old videos, I said enough people not looking at the fact that Prime has health issues and his goal could be to coach at this level before he's done. And he went and he took that job, and they tried to use that God put him here thing, and they were mad at him about leaving after that. But man, looking at Coach Prime and the condition he's
point though. So I know that like he is Deion Sanders wanted his he just was in a hospital yesterday, I think it was, to have like some blood clots removed from his leg. So, they said that surgery was a success. Yeah. But man, I'm like, yo, this is one of the best like athletes
of our generation.
Yeah, man, that you know what I mean, that we ever get to witness. And like his feet, his legs, that was his bread and butter, you know what I mean? Like you could, if you threw the ball, he'd let a receiver go, they'd throw the ball, and he was so fast that he could catch up, you know what I mean? Catch up with it. Yeah, he had that makeup speed. Yep. He could intercept the ball and take it the other way for a touchdown. And now you know to see what he's going through as far as like, with this right here is crazy, man. I don't know what the solution is though, like as far as like, are they gonna have to amputate his foot?
Yeah, I hope that's something that won't have to happen, Yeah. They was calling for that before this past surgery, that they might have to amputate it, so they didn't.
Yeah.
So that was a good thing. But yeah, a guy that's known for his speed and his legs and his feet, if you will. Yeah, having these issues.
One of the best athletes, man.
But it's unfortunate, but like I remember when OJ was in court and they showed his hands. Like, this is the stuff that doesn't really get too much airtime of the before and now of older athletes. Yeah. Because I remember guys having knee injuries that had long-term effects on their lives, and it has the NFL contribute to their lives of being in the NFL so long.
Yeah.
And you know, these effects of not shared in society with these young men and women, well, mainly men, now it's women, but these athletes experience through their careers of long-term sports.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's sports medicine out here that can numb you, get you back up and running, and the surgeries are so lightning fast now. But this is something that is not as talked about as much with the effects of being an athlete.
Yeah. And we've been talking about that lately. You know what I mean? Me and you talked about like, is it worth it? Like, if you know that, you know what I mean, you could potentially have like a limb amputated at the end of a Hall of Fame type career, like, is that worth it? You know, because I know I told you I talked to a couple other guys. One guy said, yeah, he would do it, and you know, and a few other people said, no, it's not really, you know what I mean. They ain't feel like it was worth it.
I don't know if I would sign up for that.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if I would sign up, even if you got world riches, and you know what I'm saying, and you're known all over the world, and you get to live a certain lifestyle. I don't know after your playing days are over and they gotta take a limb or something like that. If you say it's worth it, some people say that is a high price.
That's a high price to pay.
You guys, you know, you remember Larry Johnson.
Yeah.
You remember the back issues he had that basically ended his N.B.A. career.
Correct.
Like, you know, he used to sit on the sideline. He used to lay on his belly, you know, because he was going through excruciating back pain. Sam Cassell was having issues with his spine. I mean, he's an active coach now in the league, but still, some people, that's a breaking point for some.
Yeah,
you know, you're not being able to bend over, pick up grandkids, and
right,
toe injuries that, as far as we can see, with like Deion Sanders and Mike, you was informing me on him having. I forgot about his turf toe.
He had turf toe back when he played. You know,
So these things that, you know, lead up to this, where this man is still in our eyes is a football, you know, legacy that he had. He's still healthy, but then he got this underlying issue, man. Can I I don't see me the roads to riches to this path, and I gotta give up a foot. You know, that something could have conspired for me playing sports. I don't know, man. It's tough.
That's a tough situation to be in.
So much wear and tear.
Yeah. So I mean, I just wanted to bring that up though, so people could just think about, like, you know, when we push our kids towards like playing sports and stuff like that, man. You know, I don't know. It might be better just to sign them up for a library card.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's go. I'm gonna add one more. When we had the gentleman from the New England Patriots, who what was his name? Who he caught a murder charge.
Oh, okay.
What was his name?
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
But he was diagnosed
with CTE or something like that.
And stuff with the brain. And they were saying that.
Ern Hernandez.
There you go.
Ern Hernandez. Okay.
Yeah, Ern Hernandez. So, you know, they were saying there was things, you know, he suffered from, you know, the constant
migraines and stuff like that.
From the helmet situation. Impact to the brain.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's guys that, you know, and they gave that a medical term for him. But just imagine all the players before him that had this that we don't know about.
Yeah, you get undiagnosed, right. You know, undiagnosed, right.
So that, I mean, it's an unfortunate situation, man. Like
man, playing sports in general just beat your body down and wear your body down. You know, you don't even have to make it to that level. But because if you see, like, if I don't know if you ever noticed or not, but if you watch Kendrick Perkins when he on TV, you ever see his hands?
Yeah.
And his fingers, he can point like north, south, east, west, all.
Shaq feet. Like, you look at how big Shaq is. Like, I mean, for him to play as long as he played, you know, they show the clip of his toes. I was like, what?
Carrying all that weight and stuff.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Like, I get, you know, this is an avenue for these guys to make millions. But there's a lot of sacrifices that they make. I mean, in boxing, you look at boxing.
Yeah.
Look at you know, I was mentioning Muhammad Ali. You know what I mean? The Parkinson that he suffered. We don't know if this is something that stemmed from boxing, or it could have been hereditary or whatever. But to put yourself out there to get punched in the head,
right,
as many as times it takes, you know, from like your career. You know, this stuff that, you know what I mean? Hey, people don't take that stuff in consideration. After you 50 and 60 years old, you can't put your pants or button your shirt up because of the lasting effects that you suffered.
Yeah, how Kendrick Perkins button his shirt up when it's
he got a couple dollars. So his wife doing it, kids might be helping him. He get an assistant to come in there. You know what I mean?
Oh, he been doing it so long.
He know how to do it.
He know how to do it.
Shirt might be already buttoned.
He just wear
pull the whole shirt over
right.
He just wear turtleneck.
But, you know,
man. But I just want people to think about, man, you know, all the sacrifices you got to make to, you know, not trying to discourage nobody from playing football or basketball.
But it comes with a price.
Yeah, but it's a price to pay. I never seen, you know, like, you know, if you got a good education, I don't see like those kind of ramifications with people with good education. Like, you know what I mean? Like, look how thick his glasses is. You know, people. You know, if you got a good education and you know,
so we have choices.
Yeah, man. So
using your body after a while, that does.
It wear down.
It does.
It wear down.
It's designed to wear
fast. Because you know what I mean. Like by the time you and most people, before you even get to 30, your professional career over with.
Yep. Look at Paul George. Yep. I watched that game where he severed his leg. I mean, the bone snapped. That man came back to the N.B.A. Now, what will he be like? You know, 10 or 15 more years from now.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like
it's
crazy, and then I understand, you know, that the money is driving all of that. But you know, you got some guys in the NFL that got 2 blown ACLs, like from college to the pros. They done blew out both knees.
And trying to, But shoot, I mean, like I said, you don't even have to. I know guys who played college football and messed themselves up for the rest of their life. And it wasn't even starting.
And you know, the league is now, they got a little bit more lenient with it. But back in the day, man, if you got too many, you know, ailments, they don't fool with you. They don't care how good you were. You was damaged goods.
Yeah.
But now I see the league is a little bit more like, give him some time. You know, he like Derrick Rose, for instance. You know, he was a dynamic basketball player before he blew that knee out.
Yeah. So that's something to think about. So I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. We'll be back next Saturday. Saturday is that's the gossip show. What's Saturday date? I don't know the date. Oh, Saturday is the 1st.
I think it is the 1st.
And next Sunday is the 2nd. So we'll be back at it next weekend. Saturday at 2:00. Sunday, we'll be back on here at 11 a.m. And like I said, you're welcome to call in and participate and add your perspective to the show. So that'll be cool to get some different perspectives on here, different opinions and stuff like that. So, but appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all coming out. Yeah, I don't know if y'all be back next weekend or
It's all good.
Yeah, but I appreciate it. We'll see y'all next weekend.
Right.
Thanks.